tale to be told.
Everything's ready. Let's go! Let's wait for a little. Sharing my knowledge. I'm seeing stars. Grow, grow, grow. Let's wait for a little. The Temple of Wisdom! Grow, grow, grow! Let's wait for a little. La, 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 la. Let's dance! Sharing my knowledge! I see everything!
Let's spark things up.
The Temple of Wisdom! Everything's ready. Time for a light show.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Gooba, get them!
Time to clean up. Yep.
Eat this! Nice and spicy! Gold Bishop down! Everything's... Everything's...
Adventure time. Yeah. Let's light it up. Off we go. Yeah. Everybody stand back. Yeah. Yeah. Adventure time. I'm going in. Let's light it up. Yeah. Everybody stand back.
You're toast!
Let's light it up. Get out of here. Why do they never miss? Yeah. Off we go. I'm going in. Let's light it up.
Everything's... Everything... Wow. Leo is really gonna love
Welcome to Second Life. Satisfaction guaranteed. Real time, man. Another test subject. Fry! I got careless.
Absorption test.
You're open!
Swirl, march. Scatter.
The hunter becomes the hunted.
It's a fury!
Animal test 6308.
Freeze! That tingle? Dodge this! That tingle?
Scatter.
Direct assault!
Scatter. Propagate.
Done.
is upon you.
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this.
Delve into destiny.
Exterminate! Enhanced animal module 70. Propagate!
Freeze.
Shadows of fate.
Scatter! Animal test 6308. Hey, Dia!
Right on time. We'll know any moment.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well.
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her power.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never...
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much...
Well, Paimon thinks you're great, too.
Really?
Oh, Sino's here, and he's pretty early, too.
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace...
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Candace, where... Whoa, you look furious.
Do I?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your...
Perhaps I need to work on my Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am. Please, don't beat us anymore.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourselves. Yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of the ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community. And you come here to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy!
You've made your bed.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there's one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of King Deshret will only result in war. And war serves no one. The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
We understand. I'll tell you everything I know, please.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about King Deshret's resurrection. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in King Deshret's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
They're called village keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King Deshret's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, I'm not...
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No, that guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself King Deshret's envoy.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu.
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the Academia. Some time ago, people from the Academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the Academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the... They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back?
Not the Academia again.
Just as I thought, but what could they want with the village keeper?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the Academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars. Regardless, our top...
You're right. Isaka's still waiting for...
Time to go. Let's leave...
Yes.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the...
All right.
Let's meet back here once Let's get some food in us and then Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages, and now you're suddenly sitting here. Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly... There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru Village and keep searching for the truth of this matter.
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here. Enough with the silence!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
Alhaitham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village.
Yeah, you're...
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Really? Paimon doesn't...
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts. Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Huh? Right here in the...
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But, before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What is that?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean... some...
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Gandis said? Most people in Aru Village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether King Deshret or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to... By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are King Deshret fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them, even though they act a little strange.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru Village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then, why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
We're on it!
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought...
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you Traveler? Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations. Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like, Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Yeah! We came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation. But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Alhaitham told us you have your reasons. It's okay.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in King Deshret. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which, the Radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone.
You can tell them. I'm sure she'll keep your secret.
All right. I'll tell you what I told Alhaitham. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
There are ghosts?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion. It used to be louder and more frequent. You arrived in the village? It doesn't seem to happen as often, and when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. But, because we're in the middle of a desert, you would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Yeah, let's go!
Sounds good to me.
I'll keep this close.
unstable shape. And there's sand everywhere.
Empty and forgotten. An ideal place to hide people.
Monsters! Watch out!
Propagate!
Decided by destiny. Springboard!
This world will be frozen in time.
Absorption test. Scatter! Propagate! easier to deal with than Paimon had expected. Super strong bandits? He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one. Let's go in and take a look. Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then... I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he sits down. What are you reading? Let Paimon...
Okay, sure.
Huh?
So...
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya! How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey! Paimon's... And anyway, it's not Paimon's fault that the book's... Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
But there's no way we can get down there.
Something is off about the interior here. As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they... Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms.
Delve into destiny.
Cool it.
Propagate!
there's someone over. Good idea. Let's approach him slowly.
Wait. You're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too... Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the Academia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner. The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found...
Huh? What?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormo. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh, now that you mention...
Correct. The Academia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale.
First, the Academia spread a false rumor of King Deshret's resurrection,
emphasizing the role of the village keep. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the Academia.
All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto King Deshret's followers. Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since King Deshret's death all those years ago.
Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give
even if complications arise.
The notion of an Academia plot...
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the... But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the Academia...
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholar... First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, an exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing... If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them.
Resource?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean... Can...
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain...
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him.
Hyman's a little confused. Can they just use...
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting can't. However, I can't help but wonder. The Academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge. But what is... I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the Divine Knowledge Capsule, but to no avail.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects?
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The Academia's actions run contrary to their rule, whether it be academics or knowledge. Everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern this matter needs to be corrected. Just like fixing a typo in a...
Wait! Didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those...
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about...
Probably not. Paimon's not sure...
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The Divine Knowledge Capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the Academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar...
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that. He won't last long if we leave him here. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru Village.
We're back!
You must be tired. You should rest and take some water.
What's the situation?
Who's this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar Hospital served as the Academia's site for extracting Divine Cant knowledge.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru Village, since Divine Cant knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail.
We may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the Academia.
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Cyno, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is... Cyno's the mole. Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Alhaith.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Cyno isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The academia?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added in.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
It predicted my every move.
The academia has been watching you longer than you think. However, the fact that you resigned is proof that their suspicions were well-founded.
So that's how it is. Cyno adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the academia. Cyno, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
They escaped.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is! If the academia is trying to avoid Cyno, then the safest Yep, that's right.
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys!
Please, wait! I want to go too.
You want to go too?
I want to find Grandpa.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay! Let's go! Paimon feels like we're...
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work. Okay.
These are likely fragments of an Academia-developed device, something akin to a headset. Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way because there are device fragments scattered around here. Let's split up and search the area. Chances are that we'll find other...
Is this what we're searching for?
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
How did it end up buried in the sand? I can't... They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what?
Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
Don't worry. Your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly recently.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Ugh, but running on sand is so tiring.
But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Ugh, of course it is!
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I knew it. That's our Dia.
Dia? Why would you... Dia!
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? Why are you on their side?
Well, look who's here.
This complicated...
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, this is the great General... Dia, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen...
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people shouldn't...
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing can deter us from the grand mission of Red...
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than...
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of King Deshret.
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring King Deshret...
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our fate...
Even if it'll expose you to the Academia? Even if they end up
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. With these scholars in our...
Ridiculous. Think of... If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also against the Academia, but neither of them are as arrogant...
They look more like pawns of the Academia. Filthy traitors.
It's impossible to communicate. Perhaps we should.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the Academia? These people have no value as bargaining chips. But I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the Academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
Wait, you can't be
So, you want to trade places with the...
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly...
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars. Perhaps even find out the truth.
Think you can talk me?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the Academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against?
Not all desert dwellers believe in King Deshret, and the same applies to the Academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the Academia's way of doing?
You Academia scum. Every last...
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never...
You know you're making a dangerous decision.
I do.
Good. Rahman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me?
We've known each other for years.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm. Come on, Rahman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to steel yourself.
An arm from the Flame Mane. What if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs.
You're not wrong, but this is...
Let's do it right here, then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Rama...
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to
do it!
Dia! Run!
Stop!
What's wrong?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting up. You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon.
I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Dia! That was crazy! Have you lost?
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm. Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on—
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal if it came down to it. You would not lose.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one...
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find...
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself? Okay, let's get moving.
Out for any signs of earthquakes and sandstorms.
Written in the stars.
Terminate! Propagate!
I'll be back.
Brace yourselves. Scatter. Thank you. Decided by destiny.
Now you're testing my patience.
Propagate! Scatter!
Meet again.
Here we go. Propagate. Wouldn't gliding be faster? Brace yourself!
You are not welcome here.
Time for takeoff. Fate is upon you. Springboard!
Written in the stars.
Brace yourself!
You are not welcome here.
Shadows of fate. Decided by destiny.
Germinate! Let's play!
Pulverize!
Now that you're dream. Here we go! Think you can get away? Fate is upon you. I'm getting sick of this one.
Is that all you've got?
Scatter!
Now you're testing my patience.
Delve into destiny.
You are not welcome here.
Written in the stars! Propagate! Fate is upon you!
Now you're testing my patience.
Scatter!
Gotcha!
I'm getting sick of this.
Sure, I'll play you another tune, but it'll cost you an apple. Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree, looking out over a meadow, cider in hand. Sure, I'll play you another tune, but it'll cost you an apple. Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree, looking out over a meadow, cider in hand.
Is this an answer from this world?
no! My lyre is...
Written in the stars.
Spring forth!
Scatter!
Lizardtail, Pepper, Starconch. What else do I need to create the most dreadfully disgusting cocktail?